What is up, everybody? This is Craig from 9 Volt Games, and this is a very quick video for David Hinkle. Yeah, you, David. All right, so this is going to be about Konami and Kojima. And this is going to be like my last rant video for a little while because I'm actually working on games to do reviews for. I know some of you said you missed the reviews, so Enzo guy told me that. So I'll get right back on the reviews, but I'm going to say one more little thing about Konami and Kojima, and that's just because David Hinkle's been blowing up my Twitter about it, and he's saying, he's basically shitting on Konami. And the fact of the matter is, you haven't heard me take any sides in this because nobody knows what happened. The only people who know what happened is that little inner circle. So here's what I don't like is that everybody's throwing it out at Konami, being like, Konami, you suck. Why'd you pull PT? Why'd you do this? Blah, 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 blah. Like, why is everybody, I know everybody's upset about PT and, the Silent Hills, and I'm upset about it too, but I don't think that whatever's going to be made is going to stray too far from PT, and PT will be brought back by another company under a different name. But that game is going to come out. With that kind of reception, it cannot be passed over. Somebody's gonna pick it up or tell Guillermo del Toro, and then Kojima, whenever he's done whatever the fuck he's doing, they're gonna be like, "Listen, we're gonna make some serious money. We're gonna pay you some serious money." But on the fact of Konami versus Kojima and this whole breakup thing, I don't see a lot of blame going at Kojima, and that kind of irritates me because Kojima has a net worth of around $30 million. I talked about this on one of my streams once. He has a net worth of around $30 million. He is not only one of the biggest people in gaming, the gaming community or gaming industry. He's a huge part of gaming history. He helped basically set a standard for what a narrative game is going to be. Like cinematic game, all that stuff. Voice acting, everything in Metal Gear Solid was fucking almost perfect, and he did that. And all of his games are like that. Snatcher was awesome, not as popular as Metal Gear, but Snatcher was amazing. Zone of the Enders was amazing. Pretty much everything that guy touches is gold. And who put him there? We did. We, the young Craig Hill, spending all of his allowance money to get Metal Gear Solid. I helped do that. I hunted down a copy of Snatcher. I fucking bought Zone of the Enders HD when I didn't even need to because I already have Zone of the Enders. You know what I mean? So I help support this man and I help make sure he gets the stature he has, make sure he has the money he has because I put faith in things that he touches. Now, some people had some rumors flying around saying that Kojima, already knew he was going to be leaving Konami or something terrible was coming down the pipeline. I mean, if you go back far enough on the internet, you can see that he said that he was done with Metal Gear when it was at 4. So I honestly think this dude already had a foot out the door. What pisses me off is that, like I said, we help build Kojima up because we put our trust in him as gamers because we enjoy his product. We know that usually whatever he touches turns to gold. Look at Lord of Shadows. This is what I was talking about with David Hinkle. They definitely put his name on Castlevania, put him in charge of Castlevania because if Castlevania 3Ds traditionally suck, but you're like, well, Kojima's doing it. And then when I did my Kojima making a Silent Hill prediction a year before PT even came out, I said that. I said, you know what? Kojima's a good name to have attached to things. What my problem is if in fact, because nobody knows, Kojima did know that something was going to happen or something was going down, and he put his name on Silent Hill, he is the one to blame for this. Because if PT was coming out just the way it was, you might not have paid too much attention to it. I mean, yes, the viral teaser was awesome. The fact is, one of the most synonymous things with PT was Kojima Productions, the Fox engine, blah blah blah, and when you think of Konami, you think of Kojima, which is terrible, by the way. A company should never do that and put all their faith in one person. It might as well just be called fucking Kojima Konami or Konami Kojima. And that's why the shit's going down the way it's going down right now. It's because they basically let themselves be known by one name, and it's not even the guy who owns the company, which is horrendous. But I think I like this: you put your name on something, you should be finishing it. You should be working out your fucking problems and you should be finishing it because what you're doing is you're basically telling us, I'm doing this, I'm setting a standard of quality, and I'm going to make sure this gets done right. And then we, as the gamers who supported you and got you up to where you are, because we are the fuckers who bought all your shit, who made you what you are, You kind of owe it to us. And I know that might sound greedy coming from a consumer standpoint, but the fact of the matter is this. I think of it like this with my business. Well, not my business, but the business that I work for during the day when I'm not doing these YouTube videos and shit. It's my job to keep airplanes in the sky. Am I the absolute best at what I do? No. There are people who do it better than me. There are people who've been there longer than me. I do think that I do a fantastic job, and there's not a lot of people in the world who have my job. And that's not making me sound like I'm cooler than you because I actually don't make a lot of money. But my particular job at my shop, there's not a lot of shops that do it. I think there's only like 8 shops that do it in the entire world. So it's my job to keep airplanes in the sky. If I just walked out of my work, would they die without me? No. I'm replaceable. They would replace me. Or are you going to get the same quality, you know, of like some random person? Probably not. Because I do take care in the work that I do. And I make sure that I'm, in good standing at my business that I work at. And I take pride in what I do. So I'm kind of like a Kojima of, of the industry that I work in. It's so small. It's so small. Um, but that's the equivalent. It's like I feel bad when I call out of work. I'm not gonna just like not show up because, like I said, it's my job to keep airplanes in the sky. You guys would be upset, like you don't know it because you don't see it, but when you're flying around, chances are my name's on a part of the engine of the plane that you're flying around in because I tested and inspected it. Like I said, can another guy do my job? Yes, but I'm putting my name. I literally do put my name on these things. I put my name on them and say that they're good. You know what I mean? So now some customers know me and they know that I say this is good. I do a good job. Blah blah blah. Like all of a sudden I stop doing it. People will get worried. Like I have an obligation to my job, and my job's not even fun. I don't really like it, but I do it because I signed up for it. Like if I tell a customer I'm going to this is where I was going and I got sidetracked because I realized me talking about my job made me try to sound like I'm cooler than everybody else, and I'm not. I was trying to really push that there. I work 7 days a week, but I am only supposed to work 5. But I sign up to work the other 2 days because like I said, I don't make a lot of money. I need the overtime. I tell a customer I'm going to do a job. I don't just not show up. I have to show. I have to do it. And I mean, I could just not show up and then give some lame ass excuse or let somebody else do it. But the fact of the matter is, Craig Hill, said that I'm going to do the job. I need to show up and I need to do it. Even if I have shit to do, or I mean, I have shit I'd rather be doing, or, I just don't want to do it, or my boss made me upset. And this has happened before. My boss has pissed me off, and I still will go into work and I will do the job, even if it's just for 2 hours, just to get that job done, and I'll fucking leave. I'll leave angry, but I'll leave, and I'll have completed the job. That's what I think should happen with Kojima. Now, like I said, none of us know what the fuck's going on because nobody's released a thing. But all I can say is that Kojima-san, it better be pretty fucking terrible, like what Konami did. Like someone must have like banged someone in your family and then not called them after they knocked them up, and then like beat all their children. It's like it's got to be terrible. If it's just like they didn't give me the money or something like that, oh, you're gonna have a rain of hatred come down on you. You know what I mean? And if it's Konami being unreasonable, but they're a business. That's what they do. They're one of the top 5. I'm pretty sure. I have to look it up. But I'm pretty sure they're one of the top 5 production-wise. So, I mean, distributing publishers. Jesus. Publishers. So, I mean, it's a business. It's all money. And I'm about to go in 10 minutes. So I need to end this now because it's just going to keep going in a circle. But let me know what you guys think. You can even send me hate for this. I don't care. But, people need to stop blaming Konami, David Hinkle, 100% of the time. You don't know what they're going to do. They said that they want to do mobile platform. Does not mean that they want to do mobile only. They never said they want to do mobile only. They're still going to make Silent Hill. We just don't know what it's going to be. And it's not going to be the quality that we were promised because Kojima backed out. Thank you guys for watching.